Hello everyone, welcome to the Bluebirds podcast. In today's episode of the podcast, we're going to reflect on the FA Cup. We're going to chat a bit about what happened against Carlisle, and we're going to look at January targets, who's to bring in and all that jazz. Then we're looking into that big South Wales derby. So, the FA Cup in general, it was okay. It was pretty cool. I mean, I'm filming this on a Monday, so you never know. That Leeds game against Arsenal could be good. So, yeah. But overall, it's okay. People could still complain about how bad the FA Cup is in general, but if you get League 1 and 2 teams, if they draw like Man United or Chelsea, then I suggest to fix it, to help the smaller teams, is that League 1 and 2 will have to play their games at home, so because it helps out the smaller team. But obviously with this, there's only one or two downsides, and that is that a couple fans might want to go to the big teams. So yeah, but overall, pretty epic. That's one way to fix it, because fans are complaining and loads of stadiums are indeed empty. So, like Cardiff City, they were empty. Only 5,500 went, which is pretty odd, but let's be fair. Cardiff in the FA Cup have not been at it. We haven't reached for a while now. We haven't reached like a further like round 4, 3 and semi-final. We haven't reached any of that in a while. And yeah, the last final we were in was the EFL Cup, the actually it was, wasn't it? 2012 Carling Cup final against Liverpool, and obviously Anthony Gerrard missed that final penalty against obviously his brother Steven Gerrard. But that was the last big cup run we ever had, was that Carling Cup final. And yeah, I'm not going to be salty, but we should have won that. But yeah, overall the cup itself, it's thrown up a few and all that, but overall there hasn't been too much upsets. People say that Fulham against Villa was a bit of an upset because it was Fulham, but you have to think of it as it is Fulham. They are a good team, aren't they? So obviously Fulham is going to be having when they went down, not too much has changed with Fulham. And so yeah, I reckon that weren't a big upset. I reckon the big upsets were the draws. The Rochdale against Newcastle and the Watford against Tranmere. Now, Tranmere has been promoted recently after beating Newport, unfortunately, last season in the playoff final. But yeah, overall, it's pretty. It's people just can't think of the FA Cup. Teams can't think of FA Cup because they got league games, a lot of league games during the festive period, and the thing is, it's all like bunched up and congested, and yeah, it's not been too great, but yeah, we got for our trip, I think it is, against Carlisle away. which obviously I didn't turn up for the FA Cup home game because I thought it weren't much going to because it's Carlisle. And obviously with the track record Cardiff have, I was expecting a loss, but fair dues, they did bounce back, and what a phenomenal header from Gavin White at the end, because without him, who else do we have? And now that, my friends, is gonna be heading into the January targets, I guess. January is gonna be a good transfer window, even though we haven't done anything yet. But manager Neil Harris obviously has basically said that we're not in a rush, basically, and yeah, it should be fun. So yes, but it is going to be epic. Just having a glance at my telly on Sky Sports, of course, they show like what EFL matches will be live, and it looks like none of it in February will be anything to do with Cardiff. Shocking, but I guess you can't blame them after a boring derby against Swansea, of course, last time, and Charlton we done good, but yeah. Anyway, we have done the reflection of the FA Cup. We have done Cardiff Carlisle briefly, but with that said in mind, here we have a clip, not something what TalkSport have said about Cardiff City's tie.
Job well done.
And Cardiff City, there was a 2-2 draw with Carlisle today. A long journey for Carlisle fans. It was pretty much empty, the stadium today, Darren. I don't know if you saw any pictures.
Yeah,
it was
5,000 there.
Anyone there? What's going on right now with Cardiff? Do you think they're missing Neil Warnock?
No, because I do think, listen, Neil Warnock done some great things down there, but I think it was time for a change, and obviously Neil Harris felt that he was the right guy to take the club forward. I still believe that he'll get the job done as well, but I mean, Cardiff, I know he got them promoted and it was great things, but for me, they were kind of stuttering going forward under Neil Warnock. You know what I mean? It was about someone now taking them to the next level. Neil Harris thought he could do that, but they only have 5,000 there in attendance in that big stadium. That's scary, and that's worrying times for Cardiff.
Yeah, absolutely. The average in the Championship, 22,690, and they only have 5,282 there
That's
today.
empty.
Yeah.
That's absolutely empty.
And it looked it. It was terrible.
I don't understand why as well, because they're a passionate bunch up there, but for whatever reason, the fans are not happy about something. But at the same time, they can't keep going back, well, Neil Warnock, that's finished now. It's about moving forward with a new manager and getting on with it.
Well, they've got a long trip to Carlisle for that replay. They're about 300 miles, I think. Well,
They kind of think that we still miss Neil Warnock, and everyone keeps saying Warnock. It's not, it's Warnock, okay? But yeah, they think that us fans stayed away basically because we wanted Neil Warnock. We still want him back. Well, if we did, we wouldn't turn up to any league games. But, you know, that has been that though. Can't believe they're basically basing something that is basically guesswork. Obviously, the other person in that interview was Darren Bent. Obviously, he's retired now, I think. So, there you go. They think that Warnock is the factor for poor FA Cup attendances. We haven't been much attending any. We had about 5,000, like nearly every time we're in the FA Cup anyway. So anyway, that has been that. Leave your comments down below if you think that the attendance was due to us missing Neil Warnock, or there's a bad taste in the fan base because we are missing Warnock. But let me know below what you think on the comments of Darren Bent. So the next thing is January targets. Now, since Mendes Lang is out for basically the rest of the season. I think that a winger is a must. A left back is a must because we haven't got anyone else covering off Joe Bennett. And I think a midfielder, because as good as Marlon Pack has been, I still think that we're missing someone like Gunnarsson, who's a proper leader, who tells people basically that where to go and what to do and basically all that. But yeah, good to see Bamba back. So I think centre back is okay. Goalkeeper's okay. Obviously, there have been rumours that West Ham could be after Etheridge if another goalkeeper pulls out, but I doubt that will worry Harris or anything to do with Etheridge because he's going to stay. And striker, now, striker is going to be the main talking point. I think that Vassell, he's gone. Bogle, he's gone. Medine, he's gone too. So that's 3 strikers off the wage bill. And yeah, I reckon it's going to be tight with timing and all that, trying to get someone in. But that's what I think. I think that Cardiff should go for a left back, a right winger and a striker. Now, who are they? I don't know, but it is clear to see that I heard that Harris has no money to spend, so I reckon he's going to get rid of Vassell, Bogle and Medine off the wage bill, and obviously people like Connolly, who's just been there, very unlucky with injuries, but yeah, he needs a fresh start, I reckon, to kickstart his basically football career. Even though he's injured, I think other medics can help him further into getting better and basically recover more in time for football. So yeah, I reckon Connolly must go. I reckon Vassell, Bogle and Medine. Medine, let's be fair, he hasn't been any good with us recently. So that's been that. That's it. I don't know who to bring in. If I just bring up like a brief list, I would say people like, I don't know, Ben Woodburn. He was good like a couple of seasons ago, but he's on loan, ain't he? So I would say someone like Barry Bannon from Sheffield Wednesday. He's a good player. He's a good trickster. He's a good like all-round midfielder. And yeah, right winger, I reckon. I'm not sure if I would take a punt on Sammy Amiobi again. He was really good for us back in the day, of course. He played for us, but I don't know. Left back, I don't know. Obviously, ideally, I would like Leighton Baines on loan, but we're never gonna get that. Let's be fair. I don't know with left back because it could be anyone. Bong from Brighton, I think he's from. He's a good player for left back. Brighton, yeah. Or was he from Huddersfield? I think Brighton he was from. And yeah, Bong would be a good shout for a replacement. Obviously, it's tricky to see him coming to us because we're not Premier League or looking to be in a Premier League. But I reckon, yeah, it's going to be tough in that window. So, the next piece of bit for Bluebirds podcast is the South Wales Derby. Now, the South Wales Derby historically has always not favoured either team, but but there is one factor that people should look out for. Obviously, Cardiff not a great form. Swansea just recently won a game, but now lost 5-1 to QPR. Now Cardiff lost 6-1 to QPR, and yeah, so both teams not on great form. Both teams, they are hanging on hope for the playoffs. So yeah, I reckon it's going to be a tough game. I reckon Neil Harris has to get fans back on side in one direction, which is going up in the table into them playoffs. So I reckon if we win, we'll be a point behind Swansea. So yeah, so I reckon we can win because we're home, of course, and we've got that energy of fans. So I reckon it's going to be a 1-0 win for Cardiff. Thank you all for watching. Subscribe, like, share and comment your thoughts, and I'll see you all for the next time.